And we're back.
We're back.
Is episode number 2 right here. And we're going to do things a little different here. Last time we were talking about 80s movies. Now we're going to go into 80s music.
The best music.
Right.
Which is now on classic stations.
Right. Right. That was weird, man.
Right?
When you hear a song that you're like, why is this a classic? Like,
when I heard Warrant Cherry Pie
okay,
on a classic rock station.
dude, I'm not even just that. I heard No Doubt.
No.
I promise you,
They came out like 5 years ago.
No, they didn't. That's
They
the
feel
thing.
like they
It
came
feels
out
like
5
it did.
years
Yeah,
ago.
but I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So crazy stuff. But today the band is Rob. Right.
It's
here.
Van Halen. It's honestly, it's the greatest, not only the greatest American rock band, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the greatest band of all time.
Right.
Rivaling Led Zeppelin, because they didn't steal music like Led Zeppelin did. So
Oh boy. Ooh.
that's another show.
That's a whole nother show. And by the way, this show is brought to you by Captain Dynamite IPA.
Yo, I'm telling you, this shit,
It's pretty tasty,
it's good.
man.
It's good stuff.
It's a smooth IPA. Tell more about it.
I mean, this New Belgium is not new to the IPA game. However, they have stepped it up when it comes to the hazies and the West Coast IPAs. And this is their latest effort, and it will not disappoint. However, it is 7.7 ABV, so beware, because most West Coast are in the 6.5 to 7% range. So,
See?
you two or three of these, and
Yeah.
it's gonna jack you up.
That's so crazy.
But it's really good, really good.
You know what's amazing is just the sheer amount of breweries and microbreweries and everything that's out
It's
there now. It's just
fantastic,
like
honestly.
it's pretty crazy cool.
Because you don't have to settle for a Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, or PBR. Right?
That
you
was
can
it.
go in,
Or a
and you can
King
go into,
Cobra, or a
No, for sure,
or
like-
OE.
OE,
Ah.
a Fody.
A Fody.
I mean, you can go into Safeway, Albertsons, Fry's, or whatever the store is where you live,
Yep.
and it's a row of beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
From everything from
Yeah.
New Belgium,
Right.
to Stone Brewery to
Right.
Budweiser. I mean, it's amazing.
And that's what's going to be kind of cool about the show is we're going to, review some of these drinks here, not only just beers, but other drinks and things like that, just to give you a good feel of, what they taste like, what's the difference maybe compared to. I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out. So it's going to be interesting.
I'm a craft beer guy.
Yeah, you are. I can tell, man. You got your knowledge, which is great. That's
Well,
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, when people say they're a craft beer guy, mostly they have like the neck beard. Like Andrew Luck, they have the neck beard thing going.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's really just an excuse to be an alcoholic. Let's be honest. I actually like the whole craft beer thing. Like my wife is into wines and whatnot.
Okay.
So she'll taste it and compare it with foods. I do the same thing with beer. I think beer's great.
That's
I
great.
think it's the Egyptians were brewing it like 10,000 years ago. and
Shoot, dang!
I think we should
They were
keep
doing something
doing
right then, right? And then I'm gonna review some wines because I'm pretty good with that. Which
on
is
this show, those are the days I'll be gone.
might as well.
I'm just kidding. I
Yeah.
like wine too. Look, if it gets me drunk, I'll drink it.
We won't be talking about Van Halen when we're doing that show.
We'll be talking about Prince.
Yeah. No, sorry. Culture Club.
Culture Club.
Culture Club.
I like Culture Club too.
Heck yeah! All
That was
right,
funny. That was
right. So what we want to do is, Rob is so into this, and I'm gonna share some stuff that I connect with a little bit with Van Halen, but I want you to go. I want you to just take this where you want to take it because
Okay.
this is yeah.
I mean, I would go on this. I mean, it's what month is it? February.
Yep.
So it's been a few months, and Eddie died. Eddie Van Halen passed away.
Right.
So I just want to start with a little bit of history, and I think a lot of people my age. I was born in '76, so you'll relate. And if you're younger than that, then tell your parents, your fathers specifically.
Moms
So-
too, man.
Well,
Some moms are
some of the moms, but they like David
licking
Lee Roth,
licking the
'cause
microphone like David Lee
Exactly.
Roth.
He was wearing those
Yeah.
leather pants. Not really my thing, but what are
Right.
you gonna do? So I was in 7th grade, and I remember this like it was yesterday. We were going to a track meet. It was like 50 miles away or whatever, and somebody put on a tape of 2 Live Crew. Now,
And we can go down that rabbit hole.
I mean that's a big rabbit hole. This was 89, 88.
It's gotta be
88,
late.
89,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And so this is my first exposure to hippity hop, hip hop,
Oh my God.
rap, whatever.
Sorry.
I'm as white as they come.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, so there was a song called the F Shop that had this amazing intro, which was the intro to Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen. I didn't know that at the time. But it was an amazing drum intro and then a guitar intro. And I really wasn't into the lyrics. I didn't even know what they were talking about, to be honest.
Right, no, yeah.
But the groove and the guitar just drew me in. And I loved it. But I didn't know what it was. I knew it wasn't appropriate. And I thought at the time, as a 12-year-old, I was like, why isn't the coach turning this off? But I think secretly he kind of liked it.
Yeah.
So fast forward a few months, we went to my buddy's house who lived right behind me, and he was a big Van Halen fan. Shout out Aaron Nicholas. He was a big Van Halen guy. He played guitar. I thought he was cool as hell. And I was hanging out at his house, and that song came on from the album Van Halen 1. And I was like, oh shit, this is the song.
Nice.
And from that moment on, I was 12 years old. I was hooked.
That's awesome.
I loved everything Van Halen, and then I heard For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and that really, that sank it for me. I mean, that, even to this day, I hear Pound Cake, that intro with the drill on the guitar. You remember
right.
that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, that...
So was your buddy into Van Halen then?
Oh,
so he was
playing
huge.
Yeah.
So unbeknownst to him, you didn't know.
Oh, I just was over
like,
there,
That's
and
what it's
he put it on, and I heard that song, and I'm like, that's that song.
Dang.
That's that song. And so
That's
I
cool.
went and I bought that tape. There was a thing called cassette tapes back in the day. And I bought this cassette tape.
Was
to
it
go
the
along.
single or was it the full?
No, it was the whole album.
Oh,
Van
man,
Halen
you
1.
had big bucks.
Van Halen 1. It was like $9 at the time. I had to save up for 2 months.
Yeah.
And I put it with my collection of Kenny G and Richard Marx albums.
Oh, what? You're giving me crap for the... Oh, my gosh. Okay, for
Dude,
wine?
Right Here Waiting. No, was that Richard Marx? That was Richard Marx.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Donny Osmond, but I did have the Richard Marx one. Anyway.
Hey,
so,
nothing against Richard Marx. I dig it.
Yeah,
it.
you know. Not there's anything wrong with that. You can like that if you want. I've been a Van Halen fan my whole life since that day, and never looked back. I'm more of a Van Hagar fan. I'm sorry for you Roth fans, but
that's Panama, right? Is that?
That's David Lee Roth. Yeah,
Yeah,
1984,
okay.
Jump, Panama.
Oh, that's Can't Drive 55.
That's Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, okay.
That's his solo career. So.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, that's my story. That's my story with Van Halen. It goes deep. You know, I did sports in high school. Before every game, before every track meet, I did whatever it was. Put on some Van Halen in my headphones, knocked it out. Like it is.
Okay,
goes deep.
That's what I'm talking about.
The roots run deep.
And that's a true passion and love and knowledge. And I remember you posting on Facebook when he passed. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, because then you started wearing your shirt, your Van Halen shirt.
Well, I wore it before then, to be honest,
Yeah.
but I gained a lot of weight, so I didn't fit in it anymore.
And you suck it in. Suck it in like I have to do with this guy right now, you know? Yeah. No, I mean, and you got to sport it. You got to sport it, you know? And I never, and people are just blown away with me not being so much more into Van Halen. Because
I'm kind of surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people
are you're a hard rock metal guy.
Oh yeah. I it was so strange to me. I mean, and I remember hearing it all the time. Who doesn't know Jump? You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, as soon as you hear that, clink,
yeah, they play it before every basketball game.
Clink. Yeah.
You know?
So when you get that going, and then, you know, it wasn't brought into me more by my parents because I was younger than you. So I was
not that much.
I was a little bit.
I mean, you're you're older than my wife.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Know.
But what my parents did, where they went Def Leppard, that route.
Okay.
And that brought me into like, you know, Scorpions, Motley Crue, all that kind of stuff like that. Okay. You know, and I just it probably is a disservice to me that I wasn't so embodied with Van Halen, because they would listen to this radio station called 102.7 Kiss FM. Okay.
Any radio station called Kiss.
Yes.
By the way, is a home run.
So you know what they're playing, right?
Absolutely.
You know what Van Halen songs are playing, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So that's where I got in, and then you know what MTV was playing.
Right.
You know, so that's where I missed out, I think, on a lot of Van Halen stuff. Now, my friend Dan, He's very knowledgeable about Van Halen. He
plays
could
guitar,
school me.
probably,
Yeah,
right?
he plays guitar.
There we go.
Yeah, in a Treyu, in a band.
Yeah, there
Treyu.
we go. Yeah.
But
Which we're gonna try to get him on, by the way.
Yeah, well, Dan will come on the show. Heck yeah. And maybe he can bring one of his guitars, but he's got like Motley Crue guitar. I mean, he's Van Halen out, everything and anything. But I introduced him into 80s through Def Leppard, but he's so involved with music that he, he went his own thing. So I think I really, really would have loved Van Halen a lot more if I would have been into,
You're only 40 years old. I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you.
All right.
Get into Van
There's
Halen,
still hope.
man.
There's
Come
still
on.
hope. There's still hope.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, and now I love it because I just go into iTunes. I just click on whatever freaking song I want, and I pay that subscription.
Yeah.
And I'm just like boom, 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 boom.
Whatever you want.
Yep. So I would appreciate Rob giving me more knowledge, just like he's giving you guys
That's
knowledge.
my homework.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Gonna give Sean a playlist.
Yep. Yeah. And that's
the whole album of Fair Warning.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. I would love to get more knowledgeable about. I love that entire era. I love the hair bands, the wildness, the neon, the everything that popped out from that era. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
It's amazing.
It was just like, it was so definable.
Absolutely.
It was so defined. It was just unlike anything that I'd ever seen, that a lot of people
this
seen.
is not part of the episode. Maybe we can do another episode on this. But the 80s gets a lot of shit because it's about the spandex and the hair and the neon. But really, if you look back, some of the greatest guitarists that we've had are from the 80s. The guitarists from Tesla.
Oh, right.
I mean, they were classically trained musicians, and that band freaking wailed. That was an amazing band.
Yeah.
And if you've never heard Tesla, look them up. That's a freaking awesome band.
Well, and that's what we're saying is that so much came out of that time, and at the beginning of the 80s, it wasn't so much about looks. And if you want to really believe that,
True.
Even Steve Perry said that. He's like, look at me.
You know what's funny? Whenever I hear him say Steve Perry, I think about that movie, Basketball. Steve Perry!
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Guys from South Park, much love to you. You guys are freaking awesome. But, yes, I mean, that's what it wasn't about that. And then you had Michael Jackson coming out and starting to make these amazing videos.
Right.
And then you had, so the MTV was all about music videos. I know now it's not, but back then you were just waiting to see the next video.
Yeah.
It was just like a thing. It was totally different. And, and then when you had video, you had to have some kind of look.
Yeah, and then Motley Crue came out.
Right, Motley Crue was like, holy crap.
Gosh.
Boy, do they have a look, and I love it. But, I mean, you're talking about Van Halen having a look.
Yeah, for sure.
Van Halen.
Absolutely.
It just completely changed the landscape for what we now see today.
Yep.
I mean, they set the tone for what, really was going to happen now.
True.
I don't think NSYNC would have been anything if they were just not pretty boys,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or Britney Spears, or anybody
It's
that you
crazy.
can think of that you're just like, oh man, that kind of makes sense. So I don't know.
The moral of the story is the 80s was the best time for music.
Yeah. Anything? What else about Van Halen? What?
Oh my gosh! How much time do we
I
have?
put you on the spot. No, I don't care.
No. I mean, it's fine. This is what I'll say. So Eddie just passed, and he had a son, Wolfgang Van Halen, who's known as Wolfie. I recommend you go visit his page. It's a WVH. Shoot, I think it's WVH Van Halen. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it. He's got a song dedicated to his father. It's fantastic.
Whoa!
Look it up. It's really, really good.
Is that a recent song?
Yeah, he did it a month after his father passed. We'll post a link to it. I know I got it wrong, so I'm really, really sorry.
Sorry to interrupt. Is there a recording of him wanting to hang out with his son?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And at the end, that's him.
Wow.
A voicemail wanting to hang out with his son right before he died.
My gosh.
And it's heart-wrenching. No, Van Halen, it was a family band, obviously. They were honestly the first hard rock band to include harmonics with Michael Anthony and Eddie Van Halen behind David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. Just amazing band. Eddie Van Halen was a quintessential guitarist. I mean, he didn't invent tapping, but he perfected the art of tapping. And I mean, the tapping, I don't really want to explain it, but if you hear the guitars,
it was perfect.
It was right.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That was Eddie Van Halen, and I mean, he really inspired a lot of people. I'm not a guitar player myself, but I'm a connoisseur of music, and he was just amazing. And Van Halen is probably, in my opinion, the greatest rock band of all time, ahead of Led Zeppelin and the Beatles. So.
Wow, and that says a lot.
Well, I'm not very intellectual, so.
You stupid.
What do you
It's okay, man. You know, that's what's so amazing. And, you know, a lot of people at home can sit there and be like, you know, what's my, you know, favorite that, you know, about this? And really think about it before, you know, like it's too late. You know, like, especially with, you know, him reaching out to his kid.
Yeah.
And just being like, you know, live your freaking life. You know, we're reaching an age. You know, I'm trying to take better care of myself now. You know, this probably don't help too much. But,
that's healthy for you.
Yeah,
That's
right. Okay. But literally, I'm like literally rethinking myself of being like, you know, and retraining myself, being like, what do I need to change? What do I need to do?
Right. Yeah.
And that's really part of why, you know, I was so excited to make the show, was just to sit there and be like, you know what? We're going to leave a legacy for our kids, for some people out there. I'm not in it for the money. I don't give a fuck, you know, like whatever, you know, like I just love talking.
Out.
Yeah. You're a great person to talk to. And I love your preciseness on knowledge of Van Halen.
He doesn't know me very well.
No, I don't know him. Like, no, yeah. Obviously not well enough, right? Yeah. But this is a great Captain Dynamite IPA. Thank you again
It's good
for
stuff.
being on the show.
I just remembered it's Mammoth WVH.
Okay.
Channel.
And Van Halen, again, you guys rock for sure. You know, of
Best
what
band ever.
I know of it. I mean, it was definitely culture changing, eye opening stuff for many people, and I'm excited just to get a little bit more into their archives and know a little bit more about it. So, you know, I appreciate you
We'll
at
have to
least
listen to
sharing
some
your
Van
knowledge.
Halen. Sammy, if you're listening to this,
Yeah.
I will gladly come down for your 73rd, 74th, 75th birthday. Whenever you see this,
Yeah.
I'll come down and check it
It's
out.
happening. Done. Where are you coming on this show? We'll
Even better.
Even better, yeah. Exactly.
Drink some shitty beer.
Well, yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. It's really good.
Shame on you. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next show. I'm Sean.
I'm Rob.
And this is Cool Beans.
Later.
See you guys.